Good evening, 6 o'clock news from Channel 2. I'm Mohammed Abdelmenem. We start with headlines. Egyptian expats vote in House of Representatives elections. Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati holds phone calls with his Russian counterpart and Lebanese Prime Minister. In a new violation of ceasefire deal in Gaza, Israeli occupation jets carry out air raids targeting Gaza. Egyptians abroad continue voting on Saturday in the first phase of the 2025 House of Representatives elections in Egyptian embassies and consulates worldwide. In Kuwait, polling stations opened at 9 a.m. with the Egyptian ambassador to Kuwait and head of the Electoral Committee, Mohammed Gaber Abulwatha, confirming that all preparations had been made to receive voters over 2 days, starting 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. Kuwait local time. In Oman, Egyptian Ambassador Yasser Shaban said that the voting process was going smoothly and regularly amid significant high turnout. The polling station at the Egyptian Embassy in New Zealand was the first to open for voting. Polling stations in Los Angeles, United States, were the last to open. Head of the Executive Committee of the National Election Authority, Ahmed Bindari, said the authority was following up the electoral process to ensure a smooth and transparent voting for Egyptians abroad in the November 7th and 8th voting in the first phase of the parliamentary elections. As the first phase of the 2025 Egyptian parliamentary elections commenced, Egyptians abroad are wrapping up their second day of voting. Domestic voting is scheduled next in 14 governorates on 10th and 11th of November, with all Egyptians participating. The current House of Representatives, which was elected in late 2020 for a 5-year term and expires in January 2026, will include 568 elected MPs split evenly between individual candidates and closed lists, with the President of the Republic appointing an additional 28 members. Details in the following report.
During the first day of voting, operations were marked by smooth logistics, clear procedures, and a strong spirit of civil participation as Egyptian diplomatic missions and the National Election Authority coordinated efforts across 117 countries. The first phase of elections of 2025 House of Representatives continued for the second day, which takes place on the 7th and 8th of November. Elections mark the start of 2025 parliamentary voting process. Earlier, the National Elections Authority Executive Director Ahmed Bindari held a virtual meeting with Egyptian embassies abroad to monitor the progress of the voting process. A total of 139 electoral committees have been established across 117 countries, with all logistical and technical facilities provided at Egyptian embassies and consulates to guarantee the integrity and efficiency of the process. According to the Egyptian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, operations room have also been set up in every mission to remain active 24 hours a day throughout the voting period to coordinate directly with the NEA in Cairo. According to the NEA, the 2025 House of Representatives elections will be conducted in 2 phases. This phase covers 14 governorates: Giza, Fayoum, Bani Suef, Minya, Asyut, New Valley, Sohag, Qina, Luxor, Aswan, Red Sea, Alexandria, Beheira, and Matruh. Results will be announced on the 18th of November. In case of runoffs, voting will be held on the 1st and 2nd of December and domestically on the 3rd and the 4th of December. Final results will be announced on the 11th of December. Meanwhile, Phase 2 covers 13 governorates: Cairo, Qalyubiyya, Dakhliya, Manufiyya, Gharbiyya, Kafr al-Sheikh, Sharqiyya, Damietta, Port Said, Ismailia, Suez, North Sinai, and South Sinai. Results will be announced on the 2nd of December. In case of runoffs, voting will be held abroad on the 15th and 16th of December and domestically on the 17th and 18th of December. Final results will be announced on the 25th of December. The current House of Representatives was elected in late 2020 for a 5-year term that expires in January 2026. 596-member chamber will include 568 elected members of parliament, split evenly between individual candidates and closed lists, with the President of the Republic appointing an additional 28 members.
Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Egyptian expatriates Badr Abdelati stressed the deep historical relations between Egypt and Russia and the increasing bilateral cooperation in different fields. This came as Foreign Minister Abdelati held a phone call with his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov. During the phone call, Abdelati stressed the importance of continuing joint action to push ongoing cooperation projects, on top of the Moldova nuclear station and the Russian industrial zone at the Suez Canal economic zone. The 2 top diplomats also discussed during the phone call a number of issues, including the situation in Sudan. The 2 sides underscored the necessity of maintaining the Sudanese state and its national institutions. Regarding the situation in Gaza, Abdelati asserted the necessity of moving to the 2nd phase of the plan of ceasefire to guarantee the sustainability of calm situation and achieving security and stability in the region. Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati affirmed the importance of implementing all the items of Sharm el-Sheikh peace agreement. This came during a phone call that Abdelati received from High Representative for Foreign Affairs Kaya Kallas. Abdelati stressed the necessity of moving to the 2nd phase of the ceasefire plan in Gaza and guaranteeing the access of humanitarian aid. The phone call also tackled the consultations of issuing a resolution by the Security Council welcoming the U.S. President's plan for peace, forming a Council for Peace and deploying the International Force and Palestinian Administrative Committee. Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati asserted the complete rejection of any violation to Lebanon's sovereignty, unity and territorial integrity. During a phone call with Lebanese Prime Minister Nawaf Salam, Abdelati reiterated Egypt's firm stance in supporting Lebanon's sovereignty and the extension of Lebanese state's control over all its territory. The Foreign Minister also reaffirmed support for Lebanese national institutions to enable them to fully assume their responsibilities in maintaining stability and preserving security, as well as to strengthen their ability to confront current challenges. In a new violation of the ceasefire deal in Gaza, Israeli occupation jets carried out air raids targeting Gaza and Khan Yunis cities. Palestinian sources announced that occupation jets carried out raids on eastern areas of Gaza cities and eastern areas of Khan Yunis city, southern of the Gaza Strip. Meanwhile, Israeli occupation military continued demolishing operations and destruction of residential buildings east of Gaza City. The death toll of Gaza war rose to reach 69,169 Palestinian martyrs. In another development, the Israeli occupation army said Saturday that Israel has identified the latest body returned from Gaza by Hamas and Jihad as Israeli-Argentinian hostage Lior Rodaf. Of the 28 deceased hostages that Hamas agreed to hand over under the deal, it has so far returned 23 government over the war in Gaza. The announcement was met with a firm rebuttal from Israel. Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar said Israel firmly rejects the charges. The Istanbul prosecutor's office said in a statement that a total of 37 suspects were targeted by the arrest warrants without providing a full list. They include Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz, National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, and Army Chief Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir. Turkey has accused the officials of genocide and crimes against humanity that Israel has systematically refused. The European Union on Saturday condemned Israeli strikes in southern Lebanon and asked it to solve the news for now. Thanks for watching.